Hello and welcome back to City Skylines, the amazing metropolis of Brandenburg, the grand, suburb of Goatsburg, and we don't talk about Cultopia. They are a strange people. I'm going to start out by saying I'm going to cut the length of these videos a bit, just so you know. Going to cut it down to 20 minutes instead of the kind of 30 I've been doing, because it's just a bit ridiculous, isn't it? 30 minutes. It's a bit crazy. Why would you want to sit through that? Then again, if you do want to sit through that, you can send me seething reports of how that is in fact exactly what you wanted to sit through, and I am now the Antichrist. If so, pretty crazy being the Antichrist. That's pretty impressive. Okay, now back onto what we actually need to get to doing, which, as I said last time, is fixing this entire snake of death, which is otherwise known as our current main artery for our city. So, yep, we're going to have to go in, all paws a-blazing, and cut out these roads because, really the whole one single 6-lane road idea, as I'm sure everyone was screaming, it's a really bad idea. Look at this line of cars just chilling out here. You're never going to be able to get back onto your streets, people. You're doomed. There's going to be an overpass highway. What are you going to do then? You're not going to do anything, are you? You're going to be doomed. Okay. Now to work. To work. Let us see what we have. Looks like traffic is going this way, which I'm sure was really hard to interpret because I'm just waving my cursor everywhere. It's terrible. Okay. So it's going to be pretty darn simple, this one. Just going to be some straight line roads. We're going to make it real high overpass. Who doesn't like the chance of just plummeting to their death every time they drive on the highway? Let's get a good look at this. Okay. We can do worse. We can also do better, probably. Oh, I see. Oh, nope. I can just cut straight through those power lines. It's the perfect situation. Now for the hell of putting the other one on. I have to go this way. Woo. I actually think that that's reasonably straight. I'm happy, but I am sad that one of these is a giant arc bridge and the other isn't. Which building designer decided to do... Who? Who stopped it here? My goodness, didn't you even look at the highway on the other side? My lord, what is wrong with you people? We're gonna have to fix this. Because apparently the highway planning team got a little lazy today. They decided, it would just be a great idea if instead of, I don't know, building a legitimate highway that looks like the other one, we just build some crap. Then again, if you actually build some crap and you don't just make it, that could be argued to be a pretty impressive thing. Because I know most people make craps, and that's a pretty normal thing to do, I would say. I mean, I'm no crap expert. Poopologist. But, I would say that just making artificial craps could be useful to humanity. At least a little. Kinda doubt it, though. No, that ain't good. We're gonna have to put it slightly farther away. Where are we gonna put it? Right there. I'm feeling it this time, guys. I'm feeling it. It's gonna work. We're gonna get the dual arc bridge going. Oh, come on, get the arches down. I want to see them. I want to see the glory of the arches. There we go. That's good enough. Now just link up there. Oh, it's brilliant. It looks so weird. I don't even know. I can't even describe how strange that is. But it's okay. Okay, first thing we need to do is make a pass, a like cut through, some sort of crazy road that goes between Goatsburg and Cultopia. Now there's going to be a lot of issues with the planning board. We're going to have to work really hard on this one because neither of them want this. Because I don't know if you have noticed or not with all of the conversations between Goatsburg and Cultopia, but they kind of hate each other's guts. In fact, they hate more than their guts. They actually hate each other's children. I mean, it's one thing to hate a dude, but to hate the dude's children? That's just low, man. That's even low for a cultist. And that, I would say, is saying something. Because cultists go pretty low normally. What in the world is up with this curve? You fools of tooks! Why don't you throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity? It's my favorite quote from The Lord of the Rings. I love it. I use it all the time. It's great. Okay. Mr. Gandalf. Gandalf the Grey. So we got our highway overpasses up. That's nice. I love that. That's amazing. That's like at least 12 on the amazing meter. The next thing we need to do is make actual on and off ramps. Because just so happens you can't just have a highway. Apparently that's not acceptable to the people of everywhere. Oh no. Have we made a terrible mistake? Is it the case that we can't actually... No. Can we not build off-ramps off of bridges with arches? Oh Lord, it's the truth. I've spent half of the episode building useless things! Oh. You can't tell, but a part of me just died inside. Just a little part. The last good part of my soul is gone. What's left is just a black void of nothing. Mostly because I no longer get arches on my bridges, which I thought was amazing, and I'm sure you thought it too, and if you didn't think that, then you're a terrible person. You should, like, I don't know, go jump off an arched bridge? What's the proper terminology for that? I don't even know. Why are we on curved roads? We need straight roads. Come on, let's go. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to have it one less high. If that makes any sense to anyone. If it doesn't, get over it. Come on. We're going to have to cut out all these roads, because for some reason they're like, oh, we can't put it over these roads, because we're going to put pillars in the middle of the roads. And apparently putting pillars in the middle of the roads isn't acceptable around here. I find it perfectly reasonable that if people want to do like some crazy high-speed, like suicide run into a highway pole, they should be able to do that in the middle of the road. It's just convenience. And here we are all about convenience and slaughtering goats, and also caring for the goats. Because we have to be all things to all people here. It just so happens that creates a weird amalgam of things that we have to be. Whoa. Can I just take a second to admire the straightness of these two roads? That's amazing. That's a brilliantly straight road. Okay, now I'm going to do this right now. We're going to do a little link up of these two roads. It's going to be great. We're going to just do a quick, not that turn, that turn, that turn, this turn. Oh, this is going to look disgusting. This is going to look like puke. Except not actually like puke, because puke doesn't look anything like a road. I don't know if you've noticed before or anything. If you haven't, I think you have a small problem. and you probably need to get it checked by the doctor, because if your puke looks anything like a road, you got some serious medical condition, dude, and you need to get that fixed. But anyway, like that and like that. Oh, it looks terrible. It looks terrible. But we're keeping it. Look at it, it's like a tadpole. Look at it go. Look at it go. Okay, now that that's done, we can get back to the replanning of these roads and the off-ramps and all that jazz. And it'll actually work this time, because if it doesn't work, I'm legitimately going to kill everyone in my city and then blame it on the cultists. Space already occupied. Is there a pillar down there somewhere? Oh, there's a pillar right there. Someone in the highway planning board thought it was hilarious to place these pillars at different intervals. Ha! I'm sure you think that's a great joke. I'm sure you also think it's a joke when I come to your house and firebomb it. Ha! You're gonna be laughing so hard as your family screams. Wow. As usual, everything got really dark really quickly. It's like I just flipped off the lights. Look at that freaking windy road. My goodness. It's so windy. I think I'm gonna die. But I'm not going to, because I got work to do. And just so happens that when I have work to do, I cannot afford to die. So this road isn't nearly... No, I don't want it to connect to the highway. Why would I want a 6-lane road to connect to the highway? The highway is a 3-lane road. Connecting a 6-lane road to a 3-lane road is like the end of all days. It's going to end everything. We're all going to die, and it's going to be terrible. It's going to be like a meteor crashing into the side of a building. Really, the meteor doesn't give a single care about that. Oh my lord. That didn't work again. I'm sorry. I'm not quite putting these in the right positions. As I was saying, the meteor is really not going to care about the building. It's just going to be like, what? Was there something there? Really? Seriously? Oh, fine. Well, I guess I have to hit it now. Boom. You're done. You're done building. And the building's... it's going to be gone. There's going to be nothing left because a meteor just hit it. It's going to be like, dude, did that hurt? And the meteor is going to be like, nah, man. Nothing at all. Didn't feel a thing. It's going to hurt the building's pride so much that if it wasn't destroyed to begin with, it's just going to off itself. Because at that point, can a building really survive when it's been insulted so terribly by a meteor? That just seems terrible for that poor building to have to live through. My goodness. Could always go to a support group. But who goes to support groups for buildings? They already have so many supports. Oh Lord. The things I do. The things I say. Okay, let's get a nice little curve going here. Hook it up to this highway. Oh, look at that. We're getting on and off ramps everywhere. Why'd I say it like that? Don't ask questions, fool. I think I've said a few times that you shouldn't ask questions because I don't have the answers to any of your questions. I don't know what I'm talking about. If I knew what I was talking about, I don't even know what I would do. I might be happy at that point. Being happy is ridiculous. Nobody needs to be happy. All that you need to do is drive properly on these roads. And that's close enough to being happy that we're all good. Okay. So, in the process of building this highway, we have also kind of destroyed the metro system. Maybe, let's take a look. We're going to have to examine. Yep, there's the problem. We've got a little hole there. A little hole caused by destroying that station, but we fixed it. Look at this, nice, it's good. Everything's better. Okay. Well, I don't think that's the end of the world, and I think it's gonna at least help our traffic problems. I really hope it does, because I put a lot of work into that. Oh, I did completely forget about all of this. This thing, I'm gonna really hope is not necessary. This one, on the other hand, I think will remain necessary, and this needs to hook up ideally, and I mean ideally though, to the main Cultopia road. Completely eliminating, oh no. Oh lord, I've buggered it up this time. Nobody can even reach the new highway system because I've destroyed everything. There we go. As I was saying, we probably won't even need these ramps because we're just going to connect it right up to like here probably, because that looks like a nice spot. We'll just do a little curvy road out to there and everybody's going to be happy. Everybody who isn't happy, really just, you know, stabby stab in the eyes. That's going to fix everything. Because, children, violence is the answer to all of your questions. Okay. Big question. Can I actually hook up this power? Well, it's already hooked up anyway, so we can actually completely eliminate these. And that should still work, because there's power running from Cultopia up to Brandberg through a little this set right here. It's going to need to keep these. And with those, they'll send power back through some power lines that are over north of Goatsburg, north, east, southwest. I don't even know which direction's which. I just make it up every time I say it. Everything is north of everything. These ones are going to connect up to here and keep Goatsburg powered, as well as the University of Spherity and Marketopia and the Knickknack Emporium of Magic. And everything will be yeah. Wow. A lot of things just happened and I don't know what they were. That was strange. And it'll all be beautiful. There we go. Let's. Oh my goodness. How did you all get up here? I'm not supposed to be able to get up here. Perhaps we should also upgrade these roads to 6-lane roads, which is probably a very decent idea. Probably should have been done to begin with. We'll just have them 6-lane roads until they come up to the town, because nobody wants 6-lane roads in the middle of their town. That's crazy. It's going to happen eventually. You just know it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be that rebel. But until then, we're going to keep the 6-lane roads out of the middle of the town so that people can be happy for once. Now look at all of this. Isn't it brilliant? Traffic is flowing at some rate. Maybe not the best rate in the world, but it's not gridlock. It's beautiful. Oh, well, it kind of is here. But it's definitely flowing better than before. Everyone agrees it's flowing better than before. Why are you people switching lanes all the time? Oh, I see. They all want to go over here and go around here. Where are you going, by the way, Mr. Green Band? He's just leaving. How nice. Well. Actually, it's arguable if this fixed anything. Might have just moved all of the traffic jams elsewhere. But I think really only time will tell at this point. We need to get this massive backlog that was there sorted out first, and then everyone will be able to go to Cultopia, if they so desire, which they really shouldn't. And anyone can go to Goatsburg, which is a lot. I'll say, in terms of tourist attractions, Goatsburg is a lot better because they have 100 million goat petting zoos. And I don't know if you've ever been to a Goatsburg goat petting zoo, because if you have, that's strange, because it's a fictional place. I don't know what acid trip you're on that you're going to Goatsburg, but I'm telling you, I want some of those drugs. Yeah, so it's a much nicer place for tourists. It's just the truth. And Marketopia, amazing. People buy things. It's great. It's brilliant. Yes. So hopefully this is fixed our problems. And if it hasn't, I mean, as usual, just like shoot me. It's over. It's done. Oh, look at that line. I'm going to stop looking at it because it's the end of the episode. And with that, I have to say, cinematic mode! Let's look at our new shitty. Our new shitty that all it got was a highway this episode. Because it took me 20 freaking minutes to build a highway. How crazy. Okay. So, here we have our city. The suburbs that are just kind of sitting there, just off on some crazy roads. Marketopia. Should probably build... No, I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to think about what I should build. I'm just going to say, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe for more of Cultopia, Goatsburg, Brandberg, and Crazy Highways. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.